The dreaded friend zone. For those that don't know, the friend zone is when you are friends with someone else that you have romantic feelings for that are currently unreciprocated. One of the most common questions I get asked is how to escape the dreaded friend zone. And it's not so much that I don't understand the question, but the question in and of itself kind of pisses me off. And that's because we treat the friend zone as if it's this place of doom. Like, well, I was their friend, and because I was so good to them and I bought them dinner from time to time, I deserve sex. And it's just this, and don't get me wrong, I've been there when I was younger, and I understand what it feels like to be in that spot. But I think it's important that we have a conversation about what really the friend zone fully can encompass and some of the behaviors to avoid when it comes to talking about the friend zone, and even if the friend zone exists. So I'll start with that one. I do not believe this mystical, magical, evil friend zone exists. I think that there are simply people that are attracted to you and want to see things further, and there are people that don't. Some of those people you're attracted to, you have never met, you don't know their first name, you just see them walking on the street. Others, you happen to have some sort of platonic connection to, like friends in high school. And some of those people are going to be attracted to you, and some of those people are not going to be attracted to you. But what happens a lot of the time in a friend zone situation is that we're romantic friends with that person, and we want to take things to the next step with them, but they're not interested, just like some people on Earth will be interested and some won't. The friend zone can become particularly problematic when we feel as though, because we were friends with this person, they should just like us. They should owe us the chance, because of friendship, to see if they could be interested outside of the bounds of friendship, right? Maybe we could become a little more. Maybe we could have sex. Maybe we could become romantic, be boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever the case may be. So the problem here is that one of the people in this situation, within the context of the friend zone video, doesn't feel that way about you. And so the behaviors that we begin to adopt after we hear that someone doesn't romantically feel that way about us is we get kind of crappy. We start bemoaning our point. I'm caught in the friend zone. What do I do? How do I break out of the friend zone? How do I make this person go from having little to no romantic interest in me to suddenly wanting me as a boyfriend or girlfriend, wanting to sleep with me, wanting more from me? And the reality is always the same. A friend zone is not a breakup, but it's okay to treat it like one. If you have told the person in your life how you feel, and you've expressed an interest to take things to the next level, and they happen to shoot you down. So let me be clear about what I just said. You have gone to the person directly in a way that is thoughtful and tactful, and you told them how you feel. You told them that you had romantic feelings for them and you wanted to explore maybe taking the next steps. And they shot you down and said, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Then you are fully within your rights to say, hey, no problem. I'm going to take some time away from our friendship if you feel like you need it. Not everybody needs it. And I'm going to, heal and maybe spend some time focusing on me and getting away from some of these feelings that I've been having. Maybe I'll take some time and date other people, and then we can resume our friendship if that's what you want. I personally don't believe that a friendship needs to die just because you have expressed romantic interest or they've expressed romantic interest. I think just calling a timeout is the way to go. That said, a lot of people are interested in how you break out of this friend zone. Is there a way to take someone who has completely platonic feelings for you and turn them romantic? I'm not going to say that that never happens. But what I will say is that much like focusing on getting an ex back, it's not good for you to focus on because it's something you don't control. And it's much better and healthier to focus on things you do control. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, do me a favor, subscribe and hit like. That lets me know that I'm doing a good job. Thank you so much. I don't want to make a crazy long video on this one, so I'll just keep it straightforward here. If you're romantically interested in a friend, tell them that you are romantically interested. Stop waiting. If the answer is yes, the answer was probably always yes. If the answer is no, the answer was probably always no. And this doesn't even go for friend zones, by the way, or friendships rather. This goes for anybody. If you're interested in someone that you have an acquaintanceship with or that you know enough to have a conversation with, tell them that you have feelings for them. This is your sign. So to get back to the friend zone, how to break out of it is as simple as being honest and showing consistency as a friend and respecting if they don't feel the same way. Because what you're doing in those moments is you are showing them some core values that make healthy relationships. And maybe they'll never be interested in you. It's something we simply don't control, and to try and exert control over that is going to get you seen as a very toxic person that they're going to want space from. But in the situations where I've had friends who I was romantically interested in, I told them, and eventually it did evolve into a little bit more. But that was because there was already that initial spark of attraction, which is required for any romantic relationship. You can't make something out of absolutely nothing. But what you can do is take whatever may be there and have the other person inspect closer. Now, once again, I would prefer that you focus on the friendship for the sake of the friendship. If you need some time away from that person, simply tell them how you've been feeling, and if they shoot you down or reject you, then you can say, hey, that's totally fine. I appreciate your honesty. I'm going to take a step back from the friendship for a little while, just to get myself back on stable ground, and then we can resume the friendship later. It is not good to hang around a friend hoping they change their mind, because all that's going to do is make them feel pressured, and then that will eventually turn into resent when they realize that the only reason you've been hanging around them is because you're romantically interested, and then that will eventually break down trust, and then there's no shot anyway. As we say with most things regarding relationships, honesty, openness, communication, these are the things that are going to win the day. If the person is attracted to you, even just a little, and you begin showing them these values are firmly set, then you'll be surprised how the attraction will grow because you're showing signs of a healthy partner. Maybe that doesn't mean that you guys will date, but what it does mean is that you're showing yourself to be a good, solid person, and you can have this person that you're attracted to in the event that they're not romantically interested. They can help you. They can be on your team when you're out in the world looking for someone to date. They can introduce you to new people that they might know. They can be a shoulder to cry on when life gets a little hard. So don't look at the friend zone as a lost opportunity or this heartbreak. Instead, look at it as an opportunity for you to be able to grow, to make new friends, to meet new people in the event that this one connection didn't work out, and to remind yourself of the strength of the friendship you have with this person because they heard that you felt romantic feelings for them. They didn't feel the same way, and they still stuck around anyway to make sure that you're okay. That is someone who cares about you. That is someone who shows you empathy and kindness. That is someone who does love you, even if it's not romantic love. And those kinds of friends are hard to come by. Thanks for listening. I hope this video was helpful, and if there's any topics that you'd ever like for me to talk about in the future, do me a favor and leave me a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit like. That's incredibly helpful for me and my channel to grow and get in front of more eyeballs. And if you ever would like to work with me one-on-one, I do offer private coaching. So just check out thelovechat.net/coaching, which is also the website that you see down below in the description. But if you're looking for something more along the lines of therapy, then you can check out betterhelp.com/Rory, where you get 10% off of therapy with a professional licensed therapist. Friends, I appreciate you checking out the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.